Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video. I'm going to be talking about some newly shown Transformers figures, and this time it is 4 new Studio Series figures from Hasbro for the Transformers franchise. This is very exciting. I really am enjoying the Studio Series, where they're kind of going back and kind of making figures that they've already made, but making them better, and then taking characters that they never made and just making them for the first time. I think it's a great series, and I am very much enjoying it, so I'm extremely happy to see that they are continuing to do this. At a convention in Canada, I believe, they have shown 4 new figures, which is really cool, and these were all like completely out of the blue figures to be shown. Character-wise, there's nothing like amazing here, but some of the figures are really neat, so I definitely want to talk about it. There's 4 new ones. Starting off with Barricade, we have a million Barricade figures. However, they never get it perfect. You know, they really don't. So I am very happy to see them doing another Deluxe Barricade, but this definitely looks like the best one yet. I think that the movie 1 Barricade always was never great. The Dark of the Moon one is pretty good. I actually do enjoy it. So now getting this one, I think just looks like a step up from the Dark of the Moon. The legs look really nice. They look very similar to the Dark of the Moon one. The biggest difference for me is the hands and the head. The head is much larger now, which I think does look very cool. It might be a little bit too large, but I do think that it does look nice. And then the hands look really great. I really am happy with the hands. I just wish that they weren't just the dull gray plastic. I wish they were silver or something, but I think that the sculpt of the hands look really nice. And then he does come with an interchangeable weapon arm. This is the first time that's been the case for a Deluxe Barricade, so that is very cool. So I think that he does look very nice, and the backdrop is of course from the movie 1 where he has the fight with Bumblebee. I think it does look really good. Now here we have what they're calling Crankcase, which this is obviously just Crowbar repainted. Crankcase is the other Dread in that fight, but he looks nothing like this. Crankcase is the one that they made the Berserker figure of, essentially. So I don't know why they wouldn't just take that Berserker figure and like repaint it so it would be accurate colors to Crankcase. But no, instead they took Crowbar, painted him accurately, but then added gold for some reason. It's very strange, because without the gold, this would be much more accurate to him in the movie compared to the version that came out in the first wave. So it's just very odd that they like painted it with gold and stuff. It's really weird. For people who want something that's a little more closer to the movie, this is going to be your best bet, but the gold just doesn't make any sense. Personally, I've taken that Crowbar figure and I've repainted it into a movie accurate look, and you know, with silver instead of gold, and it is. So I'm all set there. So I don't need this whatsoever. It's kind of annoying. Like the Hatchet, I would have loved from this series, or even just I mean, although I already have it because I did it customly myself, the Berserker repainted would have been the better thing to do. So that I find really disappointing. The coolest thing there, in my opinion, is the World War II Bumblebee. This is really cool. Obviously, it's just for a quick shot in Transformers Last Night, but I do think that this looks really nice. The vehicle mode looks really cool. I love it's armored, and it like that doesn't even look like a Transformer to me. That looks very compact, which is very nice. The Bumblebee himself does look really cool, though. I like the paint. It's like this really dark grayish, sorry, really dark greenish yellowish, which I think looks really neat. I love all the bolts on him, and then some of his accessories are very neat. And then his head does look very cool. The head is really the Bumblebee feature of him, essentially. But I think that he actually looks really nice. And then the backdrop is, of course, from that scene, which I think is very neat. Although, as you can see, the explosions are like strategically placed in front of the banners, you know, because obviously you don't want to toy with symbols like that on it. But overall, I do think that this looks really neat, and this is definitely the one that I'm most looking forward to out of the 4 that were just shown. And then lastly, we have Sideswipe, which is quite nice. Now, Sideswipe is a character or a figure that doesn't need a redo, in my opinion. I think the Sideswipe from Revenge of the Fallen is a great figure. Not only is it a great design, but it uses the accurate, you know, very high glossy silver chrome finish on it, so it's more of like a brush silver, and it looks perfect, you know. So this one isn't really necessary in my opinion, but I still think it's cool. One of the differences that this is specifically Sideswipe from Dark of the Moon, because you can see obviously without the hood, or yeah, without the, is it yeah, without the top part of the car is gone, as you can see. So I do think that that's kind of neat, and they are using a very nice silver for it as well. It does look really cool, but it just doesn't look that much better than the Revenge of the Fallen one. I wouldn't even be surprised if some of this is reused from Revenge of the Fallen, but overall I think this is really cool. And actually this might be just reused from Dark of the Moon, but repainted and given new accessories. That actually might be the only difference. I'm not 100% sure. It does look really nice, but again, we have great Sideswipes already, so it's not 100% necessary, but I do think it's cool. So overall, I think that out of all of these, Barricade is one that I'm definitely going to get. I'm a big Decepticon fan, and you know, this is a nice update. This Crankcase I absolutely won't pick up. I have no need for it, and I don't see many people picking it up. The Bumblebee World War II version is definitely one that I want just because it's so unique and it looks great. And then the Sideswipe, I'd have to get, like, I'd watch some reviews and definitely make sure, or at least find out how much of this is new. If not much is new, it's really just like a repaint, then I probably will skip it, to be honest. But there you go, that's my thoughts on the new Studio Series figures. I think that there's some great figures here and characters. I hope that they continue the series. Seeing that they're doing another Deluxe line gives me hope that there might be another Voyager or even Leader class line, because that's where you're going to get into some of the figures that I am definitely hoping for, like Shockwave and Bone Crusher and Soundwave and all of them. But yeah, there you go. That's my thoughts on the new four new Deluxe Studio Series figures from Transformers. Let me know what you guys think of them, and thanks so much for watching.